Hello, welcome back to play Arkham Horror with me. Arkham Horror, the card game. And today we're gonna play the second scenario of the campaign, The Night of the Zealot, which is the Midnight Masks. And I would say this is one of the most liked scenarios, at least to try out new investigators and so on. Because the first one is more a tutorial, the last one is kind of brutal because it's a 3 scenarios campaign, so. But since last video was immensely long and I don't want that to happen again, let's jump right into it. First of all, I made a mistake last time. The mistake I made was that I tried to remove Roland's weakness cover up by killing enemies, even if when there were no clues anymore in the whole scenario, in any location, and that's not allowed. Which means the weakness triggers, which means I take another mental trauma, which means Roland starts with 2 horror on him out of 5. And if Roland dies, we're in bad shape. We are in bad shape. But whatever. So I upgraded Roland, adding him a lightning gun and a card that I don't remember how is it called. I forgot how it's called. I shuffled the deck already. But it's a card that it's a neutral card that lets you heal 3 horror and draw 1 card. It's 3 cost experience. It's a lot, I know, but we need to heal some horror, and the first aid kit takes a lot of actions, so I prefer not. I upgraded also Daisy's deck with Higher Education, which is a permanent card, which means it's a card that it's out from the beginning of the game. And then I upgraded with Encyclopedia, a better version of the magnifying glass, and Pathfinder. And I think that's it. Maybe I added something else. I don't remember. But we're gonna see these cards once if we see them, okay? So let's go into the booklet, the campaign guide, and let's go to part 2, the Midnight Masks. Check campaign log if Lita was forced to find no. So we skip to intro 2. In the wake of the disaster at your home, Lita Chandler, the red-haired woman from your parlor, lays out a tale that, even in light of what you have just witnessed, strains the limits of your belief. The creatures in your home, she claims, are called ghouls, cruel beings who plague the crypts, caverns, and tunnels beneath the city of Arkham. Continue to Into 3. These creatures feed on the corpses of humans, and they are served by a dark cult within Arkham whose members have inexplicably come to worship the ancient master of the ghouls. This cult has been killing innocent people and feeding them to the ghouls, satiating a monstrous hunger. A dark balance was maintained until now. Recently, Lisa continues, one of their lairs, where the corpses were stored, was destroyed. Since then, the ghouls have been more active than usual. I have tracked their movements and tried my best to stop them from running amok throughout the city, but I think there is something worse going on. The cult has been planning something darker and more ominous than anything I've yet observed. Indications are that this plan shall come to fruition tonight, shortly after midnight. Beyond that, I cannot fathom what to expect. Many of the cultists, Lisa continues, will seem like everyday people despite their foul intentions. Whenever the cult meets, its members don masks shaped like the skulls of various animals to protect their identities from one another. These masks are our mark, symbols of death and decay. We must unmask the cultists to expose and derail their plans. We have but a few hours. The more cultists we find before midnight, the better. Continue to set up. So I already did the setup, kind of all of it. I gather all these cards for the encounter deck. I separated the card with the other symbol, just like it says in the second point. Now I need to choose still one of the locations of downtown and one of the locations for south side. We're gonna do it together randomly. Um, Based on the number of players in the game, if there are exactly 2 players, I mean, I don't know if I said it this time. I think I said it, but I'm playing like there's 2 players, okay? So two-handed solo. If there are exactly 2 players in the game, search a gather encounter set for 1 copy of Acolyte spawning at the south side. Okay, good. If your house was burned to the ground, remove your house from the game. I never placed it. We start playing a river town. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This we killed the good priest, so it doesn't matter. I mean, I shuffle the cards here. Some effects first encountered in scenario may cause doom to be placed on enemies. Remember that doom on enemies counts towards the amount of doom that will advance the agenda. Okay, sure. We know that. I need to. Oops. I can remove this now. Hope you didn't read the other side. Not that it matters. So what is the Acolyte? The Acolyte is an enemy, and it's an enemy that is very faint. I think it's this one, right? Let me try to get it better. So basically, it's an enemy that spawns at any empty location usually, but this time they said where it was gonna spawn, and after it enters play, we put a doom on him. So this doom counts towards the threshold, remember. Okay, and we need to choose one of the 2 south side randomly, so I'm just gonna, and then one of these randomly. This is our occultist deck, and then predator or prey. Lita seems convinced of a conspiracy within the city of Arkham. She believes that the secret cult serves the ghouls that live in the crypts beneath the city, and that several of the cult's prominent members are scattered throughout Arkham. As you begin searching for them, you can't shake the feeling that you too are being haunted. Resign. You don't want to risk it taking too long. You head to safety with the information you've gathered. 6 Doom. And then we have only one act, which is uncovering the conspiracy. You have 1 night to find the members of this cult and unveil their plan. The more members of the cult you can find and interrogate before midnight, the better. Spend 1 action, the investigator spend 2 per investigator clues, so in this case 4. As a group, draw the top card of the cultist deck. Objective, find as many unique cultist enemies as you can and add them to the victory display. If there are 6 unique cultist enemies in the victory display, advance. Note, not all of 6 are in the cultist deck, but I know that already because I played it. If you haven't played this scenario, it's very fun to know why there aren't 6. It's kind of a special effect. Anyways, I'm gonna place a Doom on the Acolyte and we can start. I already shuffled the decks for Daisy and Roland, so I'm just gonna draw 5 cards for Roland, which is I think I'm just gonna remove Perception, and all the others are okay. I think I like them. Sure. I'm just gonna get another card, Overpower. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly shuffle it. I didn't give the 5 resources to both of them, but I'm gonna do it now. Many people play this game on, I think, Tabletop Simulator is called, and I get it. It takes like so long to set up. It's just insane. It took me like, I think, 45 minutes to set up this thing because first of all, I don't have My green screen camera is not behaving very well today, huh? First of all, I don't have the setup fixed, so every time I play, I need to dismantle everything and redo everything. It just takes a huge amount of time. So not great. Is it better now? Let's see. If I place a card here, can you see it? No, you can't. Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. I'm gonna fix it and be back in a second. I hope it's good enough and I hope it doesn't break, because otherwise it's a problem. It's already kind of broken my camera because I'm a little bit delayed, I think, or very robotish thing. I'm not like very smooth. Which deck was this? Why was I shuffling Daisy's deck? Ah, dumb. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the weakness goes away for sure. Then medical text only heals damage. I think encyclopedia is much better. I think I'm gonna remove also medical texts and get 2 new cards. Clarity of mind, great to heal Roland, and hyper awareness. Good. Now I'm gonna shuffle this. You're probably gonna see a lot of my hand whenever I reach for Daisy's stuff. On the left side of the screen. I'm sorry about that, but I told you I don't have a very professional setup here. Every time I need to dismantle and redo everything because I cannot keep I live in a studio, so I only have like one table, and I work here, I eat here, I do everything on this table, and I only have one room. It's not like I can keep a room like a complete mess, and then but yeah, okay, so we can finally start. It's been 84 years, just like in the Titanic. Okay, we can start. Someone's gonna kill the acolyte for sure. Daisy's gonna investigate for sure. But Roland doesn't have any weapon. These are... How many times will I do this? Roland doesn't have any weapon. I didn't think about that. That's so dumb. That is dangerous. I mean, the acolyte only has one health, so that's fine. But this was dumb, very dumb. Anyways, I guess Roland can start killing the acolyte, and that's it. So first action would be, oh, they have 5 resources, so he's gonna spend 4 of those resources, so he's gonna be left with 1 to play Beat Cup, so he has +1 strength. Then second action would be to move here. The acolyte engages him. He reveals south side. 1 action to draw 3 cards, limit once per game. Once per game means this has, sorry, probably don't see it. This has a 1 action, draw 3 cards, limits 1 per game. 3 shroud, 2 clues. Once per game means once per game per investigator, I think. Yeah, because otherwise it would have said group limit once per game. So 2 clues. He's engaged with the acolyte, and the third and last action would be to fight the acolyte. It's 5 against 3. 5 against 3. +1. Nice. So we kill the Acolyte. Bye. Got rid of him. Where do I place this now? Maybe I place this here. Place this here. Place this here. I don't know. Sure. Okay, this was Roland's turn. Now it's Daisy's time to shine. Higher education, I don't know if I told you, but if while you have 5 or more cards in your hand, higher education gains, spend 1 resource, you get +2 willpower for the skill test, or spend 1 resource, get +2 intellect for skill test, for this skill test. It's a very powerful card. It's an incredibly powerful card. So, first thing this is gonna do is to play Dr. Milan Christopher, spending 4 over 5 resources that I didn't place out. She gets +1 investigate, and whenever sorry, I froze. Whenever she successfully investigates, she gets one other resource. So she's gonna investigate now. First, the skill test for Daisy, -1. She had a 6 against the Shroud, which was 1. So she succeeds. Did we expect anything different? I don't think so. So she gets the clue. And she gets also a resource that she's gonna spend immediately to play Clarity of Mind. These are the wrong cards. I will do this a million times so that she can heal Roland next turn. So Clarity of Mind gets 3 charges. You can spend 1 charge to heal 1 horror from a location, from an investigator at your location. Good. So the round is over. Let's bring up the round reference just as a reference. Investigator phase is over. There's no enemies, so enemy phase is done. We reset the actions. I always forget to flip them, but whatever. Each investigator draws 1 card and gains 1 resource. So Roland gains physical training and gets 1 resource. Daisy draws guts and gets a resource, which is this is impossible. I will always put Daisy's card here, and I won't mess up. Then each investigator checks hand size. That's fine. Mythos phase. Place 1 Doom on the agenda. 1 of 6 rounds. Advanced agenda if Doom threshold is satisfied. Each investigator draws 1 card from the top of the encounter deck. So we draw from the top of the encounter deck. The lead investigator is Roland. Why not? Sure. Mysterious Chanting. Place 2 Doom on the nearest cultist. If there are no cultist enemy in play, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a cultist enemy and draw it. So we're gonna search the discard pile. You can choose. Whenever it is like this, you can choose. So we're gonna take the Acolyte and place it. Was this connected to Southside? Yes. I need to be careful with the connections in this. Is this connected to St. Mary's Hospital? Yes, it is. I think he can heal at St. Mary's Hospital. Heal like 3 or something. So maybe he wants to go there. If it's a hospital, theoretically, you should be able to heal. Let's see. And then also Daisy can go at St. Mary's Hospital. Is it connected? No, it's not. No, it's not connected to that. This is connected to a circle, so Rivertown, St. Mary's Hospital, and but this is connected to the Miskatonic University. Then we'd better place it here, I think. Yes. So that Roland can go there, Daisy can go there. And they can meet and use Clarity of Mind. Okay. Now it's Daisy's turn to draw. Oh. Except if we meet a monster. So this is an Hunting Nighthaunt. 3 strength, 4 health, 1 evade. Hunter, while attempting to evade Hunting Nighthaunt, double the negative modifier of each reveal chaos token. Not good. not good at all. Also because we don't have any weapon for Roland. So we're not gonna kill the Acolyte this turn, for sure. What can Daisy do with her cards? Not much. So I think Roland is gonna go here. First action. Second action would be to attack the Hunting Nighthaunt. Remember, if he fails, this is gonna deal the amount of damage to Daisy instead of the Nighthaunt, which is not amazing. So he's gonna play Overpower to do that. So he has 2, 3 plus 4, 7 against 3. Seven against 3 is -1. So 6 against 3. So the Nighthaunt gets only 1 damage. We draw a card, hopefully. Yes, Machete. That was very good. Very, very good. So I think what he should do at this point is he has spent 2 actions. The third action should be to somehow play the Machete, or not, because he's not gonna play the Machete. He cannot play the Machete. So he's gonna start getting resources with the emergency cash. There's nothing I can do about that. Oh, I forgot. He killed the Acolyte here, so he gets a clue. Because he killed the Acolyte there. So he's gonna play emergency cash to get 3 resources. And that's it. And now Daisy, she's just gonna have to try and evade this guy. She has a 2 against 1. A 2 on 1. She could try and boost herself with hyper awareness for 1 icon. So at least that if she draws a -1, she can evade. Let's hope so. -4. She's not evading this time because it's a -8. But she can try to evade 2 more times. That's such a wasted turn for her. Such a wasted turn for her. Another -4. Like, it's the same -4 because there's only 1. And last Please a 0. Please a 0. -1. Which becomes a -2. So she still has a 0 and she doesn't evade. Not amazing. So the enemy phase now, this means that the Knight attacks Daisy, which takes a damage and a horror. And now we can proceed to the next. So Roland draws a card. So the enemy phase is over. Now Roland draws a card, Guts, and takes a resource. Daisy draws a card. I've got a plan. That would have helped there a lot, but whatever. She gets a resource. She has no resources at all, doesn't she? She should have gotten one last. She should have gotten one. I didn't give her one last round because she didn't spend any resources this round. So whatever. So she drew a card. She got a reset card. No one has more than 8 cards in their hand. Doom on the agenda. So we are at 3 out of 6. Not amazing. And Roland draws a card. Oh, this is a peril, so which means Daisy cannot help. You must either spend 1 clue or take 2 damage. He can take 2 damage. It's fine. And Daisy has... Oh, no, this... Sorry. Obscuring Fog. Attached to your location, limit 1 per location. Attached location gets +2 Shroud. After attached location is successfully investigated, discard Obscuring Fog. This is perfect because River Town has only a 1 difficulty, so it's not gonna be a problem for Daisy. So let's start with Roland, clearly. So Roland is gonna spend his first action playing the machete for 3 resources. Second action would be to engage the Night Hunt, so that, remember, the machete gets a +1 damage only if the enemy is, if this is the only enemy engaged with the investigator. So he's gonna be able to deal 2 damages to the Night Hunt, but he's also gonna play Vicious Blow, which is a skill card that deals +1 damage for a successful attack. This is not focusing very well, but so he has 1, 2, 3, 7 against 3. 7 on 3. 7 on 3. 7 on 3. It's a skull. In this scenario, the skull is -X. X is the highest number of Doom on Occultist on enemy in play, so only 1. Good. Good, good, good. Oops, nope. This doesn't go here. The Night Hunt dies, and since the Night Hunt has died, oops, this clue goes to Roland, who's done with his turn. So I'm gonna flip him for one. So Daisy is gonna cure Roland's 2 sanities. Okay, 1, 2 with Clarity of Mind. 2 charges off of that. And can she play something useful? She can play... she could play Shortcut and Investigate. Yeah, she's gonna play a Shortcut, so she can move for free. It's a fast action. Play only during your turn. Choose an investigator location. Move that investigator to connecting location. So she can move without spending an action. She's gonna go to south side, and so she has another action to be able to investigate there. And So next time we might meet our first unique cultist from the cultist deck. So this is how much is it? 5, 6, 6 on 3. 6 on 3. Oh, what is that? +0 if you succeed, draw 1 card for each tome you control. She has no tomes, unfortunately, so it's just a clue plus a resource because of Milan. Dr. Milan. Okay, this was okay, I guess. We can move on to the next phase. So enemy phase, he doesn't move, so that's fine. He doesn't attack, no one is engaged. Reset mini cards. Roland draws a card, another machete, great in case anything happens, +1 resource. Daisy draws. I've got a plan, I mean I spoiled it before, +1 resource. 1 doom on the agenda, and then 1 Roland draws obscuring fog. It says limit 1 per location, so this gets discarded. Nice. And what is going on? Okay, more or less. Every once in a while this is gonna break, I think. Okay, fixed it. Acolyte, spawn at any empty location. Place 1 doom on it after it enters play. Now, where do we place it? Because I think Daisy wants to go at St. Mary's Hospital. So let's suppose he's gonna go here, so we place it at north side. And Roland needs to kill one of the acolytes, otherwise we advance this turn, which is not ideal. Okay. I think we're done. So it's, I think Roland can start, or Daisy. I mean, let's make Daisy start. Why not? So she's gonna move here, St. Mary's Hospital. 1 movement, 1 action. So we place 2 clues on here. It has a Shroud of 2. 1 action, heal 3 damage, limit once per game. So it's not the horror. So good that we moved him there instead of with Daisy. She has 2 more actions. Oh, this is the wrong deck of cards. She's gonna play Encyclopedia. So what does Encyclopedia do is exhaust Encyclopedia, choose an investigator at your location. That investigator gets +2 to a skill of your choice until the end of the phase, which is amazing. And she can activate it for free because this is a tome, and that's why it's good with Daisy, because otherwise it's not that good of a card, but with Daisy it's a great card to have. So she's gonna spend 2 resources to play Encyclopedia. She's gonna activate it on herself to get +2 investigate, because why not? And she's gonna intellect, not investigate, and she's gonna have 2, 5, 7, 8, 8 on 2. Kind of an overkill. This is -1 because it's the highest amount of doom on a cultist enemy, which is 1. So that's good. She gets a clue. Nice. And now it's Roland's turn. Roland moves here to the Miskatonic University. Miskatonic University says, Search the top 6 card of your deck for a tome or spell and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. And it has a victory point. Wow. All of these didn't have a victory point. This has a victory point. It has a Shroud of 4. And it has 4 clues on it. This is a juicy location. Especially to kill enemies, because he's gonna get a clue off of this. So, the Acolyte engages him. So that was his first action. This is Daisy's card. He's gonna attack the Acolyte. So he has 4, 5, 6. 6 on 3. 6 on 3 plus 1 damage, but that's not necessary. -3, so he succeeds. And the Acolyte dies, thankfully. Now he has another action. Oh, and he gets a clue from here, which is amazing. He has another action. Does he want to play a card from his hand? I think so. I think he's gonna play Physical Training for 2 resources. And this is a card that you can spend 1 resource to get +1 willpower, or 1 resource to get +1 fight for this skill test. Because we could have called Cultist, but let's see, I think. Because, yes, because I know what's about to happen when we advance here. So I think we can call a Cultist next turn. Good, so we reset mini cards, the enemies don't attack, so that's fine. And then we move on to drawing. So Roland draws. If it bleeds, play after you defeat a monster enemy. Each investigator location heals horror equal to that enemy's horror's value. That's great. It doesn't have any horror though. And he gets a resource. Daisy draws Daisy's tote bag. You have 2 additional hand slots which can only be used to hold tome assets. Is it a great card? I'm not sure. But 1 resource. Okay. And next phase, so Mythos phase, 1 doom on the agenda. We are at 5 out of 6, so Roland needs to kill that guy. Roland draws a Wizard of the Order. Any empty location retaliate at the end of the Mythos phase. Place 1 doom on Wizard of the Order. So I think that Roland cannot kill both of them, can he? Is that connected? Yes. This is connected to south side. This is not amazing. Oh, Encyclopedia would have refreshed. Because it means, because this gets at the end of the Mythos phase, so it's gonna get it now. And he's not gonna be able to kill that and that. Daisy could try to kill that guy, though. But then we wanna place it at south side. Maybe I wanna place it. No, but that is not connected, so south side is connected to that. So yes, let's place it at south side. And Daisy is gonna try to kill the Wizard of the Order, which is gonna get it at the end of the Mythos phase, but I do it already, because why not? We already checked the threshold, so it's not gonna advance now, even if we're at 6. And then we have Hunting Shadow for Daisy. she's gonna have to spend a clue or take 2 damage. She's gonna spend 1 clue, because if she takes 2 damages, she's very close to dying. That's unfortunate, because you need clues to get the cultists, but whatever, I guess. So, it's, let's start with Daisy, I guess, so that if she doesn't manage to kill the Acolyte, she can, Roland can help. Okay, so Daisy's gonna go here, the Wizard of the Order is gonna engage her. Oh no, Daisy first investigates, because we don't want to go back there. So, first action is to investigate. She can use their free ability of the Encyclopedia to give her a +2 intellect. So that's a free action. First action is gonna be to investigate. This is a 2. That's a 5, 6, 7, 8. Cultist Hood. -2, place 1 doom on the nearest cultist enemy, which is the Wizard of the Order. So that's good, because we're gonna kill him no matter what. So she gets the clue. She moves here. She engages the Wizard of the Order, which is her second action. I'm gonna place it here. And now she's gonna use the card I've Got a Plan. Costs 3 resources. Oh, she investigated. Probably she successfully investigated last time too, but I forgot. But she successfully investigated, so she gets a resource. But she did it last time too, and I forgot. So sorry. I'm gonna give her a clue because she deserves it. Good job, Daisy. I've Got a Plan. This attack uses intellect. You deal +1 damage for this attack for each clue you have. So she would deal 4 damages with this attack. It's a little bit of an overkill, but it's gonna save us some agenda advancing, basically. So she's gonna spend 3 resources. And she has a 2, 3, 5, 8. 8 on 4. 8 on 4. Okay, Skull is the greatest number of doom on a nearest cultist enemy in play. So, Wizard of the Order, so -2. So he dies. Luckily. And Daisy's done. Daisy managed to kill the Wizard of the Order. So now it's Roland's turn. He's gonna go here, kill the Acolyte on north side. So she's gonna go in north side. He's gonna go in north side. Spend 5 resources, gain 2 clues from the token pool. Okay, that's how you make up for the lost clues, I guess. This places 4 clues, and it has a shroud of 3. The Acolyte engages Roland, and as a second action, Roland is gonna attack. It's 4, 5, 6. 6 on 3. 6 on 3. -3. Perfect. The Acolyte dies. He gets a clue. He gets a clue from the location because he killed an enemy. And now Roland is gonna trigger the spend the resources to reveal a cultist. So he's gonna spend 4. Daisy has that card that is useful for the clues. So the I've Got a Plan. She has another one in her hand. So we're gonna draw from the top of the cultist deck, and our first cultist is Ruth Turner. Spawn at St. Mary's Hospital. So here, after Ruth Turner is evaded, add her to the victory display. So you can just evade her. No one is good at evading. So she will have to be killed, probably. No one's good at evading. And the only card that could have boosted was Hyper Awareness, so it's gone. Okay, I mean, Ruth will be killed, I think. So this was Roland's third action. And now it's time for reset the mini cards, draw a card from the top of the deck. So Roland draws Unexpected Courage and gets a resource. Daisy draws Emergency Cash, nice, and gets a resource. And now we're gonna have to Doom. Last Doom before advancing, and then Roland draws. Oh, what is this? Test for agility. If you fail, take 1 damage and 1 horror, then disengage from each non-night hunt enemy engaged with you and move to a central location. So this would move Roland here if he fails. He's gonna fail because he doesn't have any. He has Unexpected Courage. But a 4-on-4, do we want to try that? I think, whatever. I think he's gonna suffer 1 damage and 1 horror. Because he's not gonna be able, right? But we need to see what happens. -1, so he wouldn't have made it even with Unexpected Courage. So he takes 1 damage and 1 horror. And he's gonna move to Rivertown. Okay. That's good. He can go to St. Mary's and try to kill this. Oh, he cannot go to St. Mary's. Is not connected there. He's gonna need to take. Whatever. What is Daisy drawing? False lead. If you have no clues, false lead gains surge. If you have 1 or more clues, test for intellect. For each point you fail by, place 1 of your clues at your location. So remember, Daisy has 5, 6, only 6, and she doesn't have 5 cards in her hand to use higher education, unfortunately. That's not nice. But I guess she can commit Daisy's tote bag for this. So she's gonna. I mean, I think it's fine. I don't think she's gonna draw the -4. If she draws the -4, then whatever, I guess. So it's a 6 on. She drew the -4. She drew the -4. So she has to place 2 of her clues back on south side. I said it. I said it. I jinxed it. I said it. Whatever. Should have used the Daisy's tote bag. I regret my decision. Okay. So now he's not gonna be able to kill Ruth in 1 round. Which isn't the best of situations. But who could kill Ruth is Daisy. But I don't want to do that because I know what's coming. And I don't want to. I don't remember how much health does the guy have? The one that we need to fight, but... So Ruth is gonna have to wait. She's just gonna stay there. And... what is Roland gonna do? He's kinda useless though. Is he not? He is a little bit useless. He could start investigating. Maybe. A little bit. Because he has a flashlight. So... this is not connected to Rivertown. He might go to downtown and see what happens, I guess. Why not? Or Daisy might give herself, or might give him +2 evade. If he has +2 evade, he has unexpected courage. That's a 6. Can we try to evade there? With a 6. Six on 5. That's risky. 7 on 5 would be better. But then Daisy would have to move here. So 1, 2, 3. And give it to him. Then it would be 1, 2. And then evade. He doesn't have way to draw more cards, basically. And it would be a 6 only. No, I think this is not a great idea. Whatever. It's taking too long. Oh, but Daisy could draw 3 cards. Okay, let's make that. What if she draws 3 cards? What is gonna happen after she draws 3 cards? Anyways, nothing. Okay, I think Daisy is gonna investigate there and draw 3 cards. And that's it. Sure. So she's gonna give herself +2, unless she draws something great. Okay, let's make her draw 3 cards first. So she draws 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. She drew Unexpected Courage, which is great. But then Dr. Milan and Old Book of Lore, which is another tome, which is good. But not great right now. Because if she wants to try and evade, she has to use this, move, evade. So use all her actions right now. She could try to evade with a 2 plus 2, it's 4. 4 plus 2 plus another 1. I think we have to try to evade Ruth. It's okay. If we don't manage, she's gonna take a damage. And it's gonna be a bit of a problem later, I think. Because Roland needs to go there first. But we can start to get Roland closer there. Let's try it. So she did this free action. She took the action here. She did this free action. She moved here. Now Ruth engages her, and now she's gonna try to evade. So she has a 2 plus, and she's gonna commit these 2 cards for a question mark and 2 here. So it's a 7 on 5. 7 on 5, please, 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 please. There's no cultist, so it's a 0. Ah no, there is a cultist, but it has no doom, so it's a 0. So Ruth goes to the victory display. Nice, this worked out incredibly well. And now Roland is gonna, I don't know, go to downtown. So he's gonna move to downtown. Oh. That has 4 clues. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he will just... He could try to investigate, but it would have only a 1. Yeah, it's not amazing, it's not worth it, I think. He's just gonna draw 2 cards and prepare for what's coming. 1, nice. 2, he drew Moment of Respite and prepare for the worst. Yes, okay. This is the end of this very long turn, which was harder than all the other turns. Roland draws a card. Nah, I can't believe it. This is literally what we didn't want now. And he plays a Doom on the current agenda after he attacks. This is not good at all. Whatever, it is what it is. And then it is Daisy, Magnifying Glass, good, and 1 resource. Okay. So this was connected here, right? Triangle. This was not connected there. I couldn't have gone there. So I could have only gone here, I think. Never mind. Downtown. Is that connected there though? No, not even. What is connected to this? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think. No. And? Ah, the house. So only these 4. So we would have gone here. Because I don't like the graveyard. I don't like the idea of the graveyard. Because I remember there was something bad. Oh. I'm cheating? Yes, probably. So now 1 Doom on the agenda. So we advance it. And voila. A monster. Spawn, engage with prey. Prey, most clues. Oh, this is engaged with Daisy. Hunter. The masked hunter gets +2 health per investigator, so it has 8 health. While you're engaged with the masked hunter, you cannot discover or spend clues. That's not... Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't remember that. Probably knew it, but I didn't remember it. Okay. And now we still need to draw that. we can read this. Time is running short. The minutes pass quickly as your investigation continues. Resign, you don't want to risk taking too long, so you head to safety with the information you've gathered. 8 rounds. Now, Roland draws. Place 2 doom on the nearest cultist enemy, which is the guy he's engaged with, and anyways. Sure. And then Daisy is gonna draw another acolyte. Clearly an acolyte. This is gonna go to south side. So right now we have 1, 2, 3 enemies. From 0 to 3 enemies in the blink of an eye.